Hi, Red Devil fans. Welcome into another edition of Red Devil Football with Coach Andrew Webb. And this week, no game to be played. This is the bye week here for Clinton High School. And, Coach, second year we've had this. Not used to it, I am, but a bye week coming up. What do you do in a bye week?
Well, we treated, yesterday, we went in and prepared for an opponent. We kind of sat down and, said this week's opponent is ourselves. And as a team, we kind of address what are the things that our team's good at. What are the things that's keeping us from being a more consistent football team. And our players did an outstanding job. And you kind of quickly realize that we don't have time to waste, during a bye week. This is a big opportunity for us to go out and get better. And, Monday's practice was outstanding. We really got after it. We got after each other. And we got better. So, this week's really, it's coming at a good time for us. We got people that we need to get back healthy before we go into our conference play. And, outside of that, man, it's a big opportunity for us to become a better football team. And, our guys did a real good job at the beginning of this week. And we need to finish this week.
Speaking of
better.
Getting healthy, Coach, a lot of players that you really had to counted on to be dependable and be there for you this year as far as wins and losses. We really hadn't had some players, and so that's one thing I'm looking forward to the bye weeks, getting people healthy, getting the Red Devils full force as we get ready to start conference play.
Yeah, we've been banged up. We thought at the beginning of the year that we were going to have 9 returning starters on defense, and I don't think at any point in time, even in our scrimmages or jamborees, have those 9 guys been out there at one time, and you've kind of seen the effects at times of it. But, one thing that we all have acknowledged as players and coaches is we don't have time for any excuses. We got to play with the hand we're dealt, and whoever we feel gives us the best chance to win, those are the guys we're going to have out there regardless of, have they played before or have they not. So, at the same time, we're looking forward to getting some of those guys back to see if we can't be at our best through these last 5 regular season games.
Went up to Lawrence, took it on the chin, 35-6. Coach Liner and the Raiders really took it to us. That was a tough loss for you.
Yeah, we there's kind of two things about it. One, it was disappointing that we didn't play our best. It had nothing to do with our effort. It just had to do with our execution. And there in the second quarter, we had that little self-destruct bug come back and get us where the score kind of went from 7-6 to 28-6 really fast. And that's disappointing for us to walk out of there knowing that we didn't play our best. Second, Lawrence had something to do with that. And those guys did a real good job. I thought they physically beat us up front on offense and defense. And our guys did not underestimate Lawrence. We knew exactly what Lawrence was capable of. They had just not shown it on film. Lawrence had looked a lot like we did at times, where they had beaten themselves. And, they had X amount of turnovers a game that, Coach Liner will kind of tell you sometimes it's hard to believe that it just happens. Like, I can't believe we fumbled the ball like this and it happens. But sometimes football is a weird game, and they didn't have any turnovers of not one. And, we had 2 there in that stretch where it went from 7-6 to 28-6. But those guys beat us. We shook their hands, told them good job, and we'll regroup and get back to getting ready to play next week.
One interesting thing about the Lawrence Raiders is that next year, this will be the home opener, the 2016 home opener. That's something new. Is that going to be week 1, week 0? But week 1.
Yep.
So you have all summer long to get ready to play the Lawrence Raiders.
Yeah, there's me and Coach Liner talked about that. Sometimes our record, Lawrence was an 0-3 football team. They should not have been 0-3, but because of that, sometimes people don't come. Lawrence is 0-3, or they see Clinton at 2-2, and they say, well, we're not coming. Well, it's week 1. This is who we're going to open the game with each other. It's an exciting time for both schools. So we just thought it would be best to take advantage of playing week 1. And, everybody knows we're going to get their best. They're going to get our best. And, things might get a little bit chippy, but shoot, man, it's Clinton Lawrence week 1, so it'll be exciting for sure.
With this week being the bye week, that means conference play will start next week. At Broome, 3rd straight road game. Anytime you start conference play, this is when it all matters right here.
Yeah, these first 5 games, every game we play matters. We make sure that, our guys know the most important game we play is the one we play this week, and it's the only one we can't control. But these are the ones that, as far as the playoffs, these are the only ones that matter. So, we got Broome. We got to go on the road to Broome next Friday, and we'll begin preparing for them later on in the week. Right now, we're strictly focusing on our football team, but later on in the week, we'll start preparing for Broome. And, they're going to be a heavy run offense, and we're going to have to find a way to stop the run a little better than we have the past couple of weeks. But our guys will be prepared, and we'll sure be ready to get after it and try to start our conference season off with a 1-0 record.
Conference play starts as you get ready to prepare the team. I guess what I'm saying is all the goals are still on the table. Everything that you put forward for the boys to put their hand in, believe in, everything is still attainable. That starts next week at Broome. So when you turn that attention to Broome, how do you address the team, knowing that 2-3 coming off a loss, but the most important stretch of the season is here?
Well, our football team is one right now that sometimes our goal is always to be a champion, and we talk about it daily. At the same time, becoming a champion is a process. It doesn't just happen overnight. It doesn't just suddenly appear, and there you are. There's work that goes into it. And the biggest thing we have to do in order to be able to compete for a championship is focus on just one day at a time. We got to get better today. We got to get better tomorrow. We got to do everything we can to prepare ourselves to go into a Friday night and ultimately get to the second half with a chance to finish the game. That's our main focus. Get to the second half with a chance to finish the game. And if we can do that, competing for a championship will take care of itself. But right now, our goal, we're focused on just let's go win today. Let's get better today, and hopefully that'll pay off for us.
One thing I've said each and every edition of Red Devil Football with our shows is the fan support. Great crowd came up to Hannah Stadium up there in Lawrence, and I know you join me, Coach, when we challenge you, our fans, stay behind these Red Devils. Like we said, all goals are still on the table. Get the conference championship, get into the playoffs. So fans, stay with us. The boys, you've said many times, they feed off that energy that you, the fans, provide. So continue to support the Red Devils. And I got a feeling we're going to get everything we want to get accomplished is still here. And the Red Devils will make you proud as a Red Devil fan in this 2015 season.
Yeah, our fans have been outstanding. We hope they continue to stick with us. And, the same way that we encourage our guys to keep getting better, we hope our fans continue to get better and support us. Just keep the same fire that they've had, the same encouragement that they've given us. And, we hope they don't lose it. We never want to lose a football game, but even in a 35-6 loss to Lawrence, I'm telling you, our team grew. And there was a lot of things that happened throughout that game. I never thought we'd back down. We got our butts whipped. We didn't back down. We didn't stop competing. And our team, just as far as on the sideline, sometimes people, you see what's happening, but you don't feel it. You don't hear what's happening on the sideline. And those guys, they never pulled apart. They never pulled apart. And that was a major step, in my opinion, for our football team and our program. This past Friday. So, our fans have been outstanding. Our team's continuing to get better, and we look forward to seeing everybody up at Broome next Friday night.
Fans, the Red Devils are working hard, even on the bye week. Stay with the Red Devils and be ready when we start conference play. And we'll talk about conference play next week on another edition of Red Devil Football with Coach Andrew Webb.
Thank you, Mr. Buck.